Alright, today the Comma 3X came. So we got this is what goes into the OBD port for the pre-AP Tesla. Got our USB-C, and here is the 3X. It's actually smaller than I thought, which is perfect. So it looks like it goes into the top, the Comma 3X. This is for if you added something. Then we have our connector, and it goes into the OBD2 port. See, so this is for the pedal on the right, that's for the radar in the middle, and the USB-C on the left. Alright, let's get this installed. And this is a 2014 Model S. No AP, nothing. As you can see, has no driver assistance, so this is definitely a need. Alright, so I removed the part that goes over the rear view mirror. Just takes apart, slides off. Have it mounted right here underneath. It might be too high, not sure yet, but I don't really want to be looking at it. But the camera can still see me, so I think it'll be good. But it's centered. Made sure to clean it off. I removed the wiring, or I removed the dash cam. I'm about to remove the wiring. Follow the same wiring down to the OBD2. And on these, I might leave a picture or something, but you want to make sure you have, I think it's pin 1 and pin 9. If you don't have those, it requires more work, but I will double check that. So because I need to get into that A pillar, I need to remove this front cover. I need to remove the airbox filter, or the AC filter, and disconnect the negative on the battery as well as the high voltage, because for the airbags. Alright, cut the cover off. Next is removing this filter. Keep in mind which way it goes. And then you get to remove this. And then there's a 10mm and another 10 that this cover will come out. Now this will come out. Here is your battery, your low voltage battery. Disconnect the negative and remove the high voltage after the negative. It's also a 10mm. Loosen it up, disconnect, shove it away from the terminal. Make sure it won't pull back onto it. Now for the high voltage, pretty sure how I did this last time was this red pulls out straight up, and then you can remove this side of it. Yep. So gently try to pull this connector out. You might need to pry it gently. This will come out. Now let it sit about 5 minutes, and move this A pillar and tuck the wiring along the top. Run it down to your OBD2 port, just right there. Now before you go pulling, this pops off, and there is a 7mm bolt in there. And then I already have wiring from the dash cam, but we're gonna remove that and run the wiring harness that it came with. Now, because I have the dash cam wiring already in there, we're running down it. I'm just gonna tape up the new one, fish it down there. If you don't have that, you can try solid wire, poke it down, or fish tape, or anything strong enough. But pull that down. I have the A-pillar halfway off, and run it back up. Alright, got it ran down to OBD2, got plenty of slack. There's plenty of room up here to hide the cord. Let's move on. Alright, so down underneath the driver's side, I have this panel off. I don't know if you have to or not, but there's the OBD2 port right up there. We're gonna add the OBD2. Only goes on one way, so you can't mess it up. I'll make sure it's all the way up, but you don't want to break it. So good, nice and snug. Now we got, it's in right there. So I'm installing the pedal, the comma pedal, but it is not here yet, so I will not be doing that. But this will go over, plug in right here, and then you hide all the wiring. I will put it inside of this panel, have it coming out the back up. Put the cord right there. Probably try to make that look a little better later. OBD2 right there, plugged in, and I have it dangling right there for right now. I'm gonna go put the battery back and test it out. Alright, so just plugged it in after putting everything back together in the front. So getting started. Man, I did really put it in a tough spot. Alright, so I'm gonna hit that and we're gonna do custom software. So it has not been tested, make apply. Yeah, you know, whatever. So we can connect, continue, enter URL. So this is going to be on the website. I will have linked below, and you need to copy off the website to install it. So I'm on the website, I got the URL typed in, made sure it's alright, hit that button. Now it's going to say downloading, and we're installing. Alright, so it's a whopping 98 degrees in here. So we are going to give it a go once it's done. It is 95 degrees. Had to get in here and turn the AC on. 55%. Alright, so now we're following the patch your EPAS. So I got this for right now just to make sure. I'm not gonna tuck it until everything works. Should have probably put this a little bit lower, but that could be done. I got a lot of slack. So first you need to put the car in park and then power off the touchscreen. So power off, and I think you need to disconnect the comma. I think you're supposed to have that disconnected. So we need to, this wakes the MCU back up. Alright, immediately touch the screen, wakes it back up. Car's electronics are on, drive train, connect your comma device, plug your comma back in, and touch the touch screen. Let the device boot. Go to settings, Tesla pre-AP, flash e-pass. So settings, it's really hard to see on this because I have it so high. And then you go to Tesla pre-AP, and then flash e-pass. You'll see a white screen. Patch. Once you see the patch button, shift the car into neutral. Alright, we're in neutral. Wait 3 to 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. While you keep your foot on the brake. Tap patch. Goes. So, you should get flash process complete. I did get an error code for reduced steering, but I think that's normal. Hope. So now, once you get that, wait for the patching process to complete. Put the car back into park and release the brake pedal. And then shift back into park, release the brake pedal, reboot the device, and exit the car. So, reboot. And now I'm going to exit the car, I guess. Camera can see me fine. That's us after rebooting. I went into that manually, but to make sure the camera could see. So, should be on this screen. I have experimental mode on, but that just went here, or toggles, and then device at the very top. Turn that on. Have it on standard. I know you would need to go back in here, I think, when you install a comma pedal. I will figure that out if I post a part 2, if anybody watches this. And now I think it's just time to go give it a test run. I know I had to reboot it while the car was on and set it to Tesla pre-AP in settings, but now it's working. At first it gave me like a dash code or a dash cam only mode. I was stuck in that, but now I'm good. It is calibrating. You have to drive 15 miles per hour over the speed limit. It looks like it's done. So we're gonna wait till we get on the highway. List of all the parts of everything I bought, and if anybody's got a question, because I know it took, I mean, maybe user error, but it took me probably, it took me a few hours to figure out everything that I needed to make this work. Nobody, I mean, everybody, a lot of this is from back in like 4, 5, 6 years ago, but figured it out. Didn't really see too many things on it, that's why I'm recording this. I did this for around, it's a little bit under $1,000. Finding a comma 3X is a little bit of a pain. Everybody, they're expensive. I mean, it's almost as much as a new one, but the new comma 4 won't work, according to the website that I reviewed all this information on. So that's what I was going to originally get, but it did not work. So you will need a comma 3 or a comma 3X. I have the comma 3X. I think it was around $700. The OBD2 sensor with the long USB-C cord was, it's a kit. It's, I think it was 100 something, low hundreds, 110, and comma pedal was 130, 140, and that takes the longest to get because for you, that for your vehicle. But here we are, we're about to hop on this highway. Alright, so right now we got in autopilot, which mine's up underneath there, you can't really see it. But it's doing the acceleration, it's doing the wheel, staying within the speed set. Yeah, pretty cool. Definitely works. So here's on the back roads. It's a little scary, a little nervous, but yeah, like we're on the yellow line right now. But it's not only Methodist, so pretty cool.